Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another session by Digital Titans, and we are going to talk about something which is kind of interesting and it kind of fits in the trend because when we talk about voice being the future and when things like Amazon Alexa, Amazon Echo, Google Voice, when voice is really going to be the future, it is not very surprising that mobile has dominated our lives and mobile phones have become like a part of us. In fact, you wouldn't be too bothered if somebody rips a kidney off you, but you would really be close to death if somebody takes your phone away. Now that's how mobile phones have dominated our lives, and it is no surprise because everything today can be done using your mobile phones, right? From talking to calling to voice calling to video calling to booking things to buying things, whatnot. It has become a very integral part of our lives. When we talk about that, when we talk about billions of users across the globe depending upon their mobile phones to do a lot of things, as a business owner, that should ring a bell and that should tell us that if that is the potential of mobile phones, then why aren't we on mobile advertising yet? I am not here to pitch any advertising platform. I don't get paid for doing that. I don't really endorse any of these platforms. But what I'm really here to talk about is about a Google Ads format, which is called as call only ads, which, though in spite of mobile being the dominating device, and though mobile has taken over all sorts of businesses and all sorts of lives, taken over our lives to a greater extent, a lot of advertisers still have a lot of apprehensions about running their ads on mobile devices only. Now, two things you need to remember when we talk about this discussion, or when we have this discussion, is advertising on running device specific ads is equally important to bidding accordingly on these platforms. Now, if you know your business runs on mobile, let's say we're talking about Uber. Let's say if I am Uber, I know that my business primarily runs on mobile phones. There is nobody who is going to be carrying a laptop to book a cab wherever he or she is, but it is definitely going to happen through a mobile phone. And when I know that, I should run call only ads. Agreed, number one. And what is more interesting and what is more important is not just running the ads on these device specific platforms or running device specific ads, but to make sure that we bid aggressively on these platforms. So, welcome to the call only ads discussion that we are going to have in the next couple of seconds. And what call only ads talk about is this is an ad format that can run only on callable devices which are enabled to call or to make calls. It could be your phone, it could be an iPad which is enabled to make calls. Now, when you create this format of ads on Google Ads platform, your ads will be shown to people on search only. Now, this is something to remember. This is not available on display network or any other network. This is only search only. This is only applicable for the search network. So you need to create a search campaign, and when you do that, you have an option to choose an ad format which is called as call only ads. Now, call only ads gives you the functionality to let people call you directly without clicking on the ad, going to your landing page, copy pasting your phone number, placing a call. And if you are the business owner, you wouldn't be able to place this conversion. A lot of things get eliminated with call only ads. Now, this is exactly how it works. Let's say I'm somebody who is stranded at the airport and I would want to book a cab. So I go to google.com. I say, let's say, book a cab to Edmonton, and I got an ad which says call. Now I don't have to click on this ad and go to the website, but I can click on this ad and directly place a call to the service provider. So I did that. Now when I did that, the call got connected and I got a cab. Now this is a conversion for the cab service provider. While I am a typical user, I don't have to pay anything. Now the business owner, which is the cab service provider, has two options. He can either use his or her phone number, or they can also run their ads on something called as a Google forwarding number, which is the acronym for that is GFN, where the original number is masked by the Google number, so that you will have a better chance of tracking your calls, measuring how many calls you got from the ads, how effective are these ads to your business. And you can set a custom duration. Let's say 30-second call means a conversion to you, right? Now that eliminates the hassles of blank calls, prank calls, and things like that. Now, when your ad shows up on Google search, somebody clicks on the ad, they get to place a call. Now, if they talk to you for a minimum amount of, let's say, 30 seconds according to your specification, a conversion went through. Now, that's exactly how call only ads work, and they are very, 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 very advantageous in today's world, because it eliminates the hassle of people clicking on your ads to exhaust your budget. That's gone. And I have personal experiences of running these ads when I was bugged by competitors clicking on my ads, making sure my budget goes out in a day. Now, these were the only ads that helped me, where people could directly place calls by clicking on the ad. Now, position, ranking, everything else is important. It is very important to understand these ads can only show on your mobile phones and nothing else. Now, these cannot be shown on your laptops. Maybe they can be shown on your iPads if they're eligible to make calls. Advertisers have two options: either to use their own phone number or use a Google forwarding number with which they can start measuring the call tracking details. Of course, every country has their own specifications. People in the US or advertisers in the US will have a set of additional features which may be or may not be launched to other countries. But using these specifications and analyzing this data will really give you a lot of meaningful insights. And this is one ad platform that you could directly achieve conversions through. And the next important factor, which I would be talking about in the next couple of seconds, for a few seconds, is it is not important. You don't become a genius or you don't become a business guru if you realize the importance of mobile and say that what the hell am I doing and why am I not advertising on mobile? So something tells you that you should run these ads on mobile phones. Now, you don't become a genius there. You know, when you become a genius when you start playing with the bids, the device specific bids. Now, you have to understand bidding is separate for ads on laptops and desktops, and it can work differently on your mobile devices and tablets. If you are somebody who is if you're somebody who is convinced that these kind of ads would help your business and your business can be done, or most of your conversions can happen through mobile phones, like Uber, for example, it would be foolish not to increase or not to play around with the bids on specifically on mobile phones. Now, if you really want to be successful, deciding to run call only ads is one side of the story. If the success becomes complete, or you become completely successful when you start bidding aggressively on the device specific platforms, which is increase your bid on the mobile phones so that you be aggressive, you get as many conversions as possible. Earlier, you could increase your bids by 300%, but now you can go up to 900% and increase your bids to that extent. I will also include how to increase or how to play around with device specific bids in this section. I hope you enjoyed this session and happy learning as always. So let's talk about call only ads. Let's get started. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the hands-on session of creating call only campaigns.